Welcome to 2024. Happy New Year. We got through the first week of the year. I don't think the year doesn't start until the next week. Was it Monday the 8th? People are still out of town. I'm still in my casuals. I didn't shave, but I got some things done. One thing I got done was last week, I put out a video. Some of you saw that. It's called How to Repair Your Credit in 10 to 15 Business Days. In that video, I show you how you can raise your credit score 20, 30, 40 points in that short amount of time. If you missed that video, just click here or click here, wherever they put the link. Go watch that video. It's all for free. At the end of the video, I show you those letters, how you can download them and get that started. And while you're working on that, this video is going to be about seller concessions. What are they? Are they important? And most importantly, are they still going to be around? I think so. Check it out. Okay, concessions. What are they? Are they important? And are they still going to be around? And I think I'm going to explain to you what they are. And they are important. And I'll tell you why I believe it's probably going to be around for quite some time. So I'm going to go back to English 101. Concession, what does it mean? A thing that is granted especially in response to demands, or a thing of conceded. But the key word here is the response to demands. And what I mean by that is when we put an offer together as a buyer's agent, we're going to put that in the actual offer, what we actually demand ahead of time, a concession. Oh, look, you can actually... Concession. Oh, I didn't know that. I actually know how to pronounce it. So that's what that means. We're going to make an offer, and we're going to say this is what we want. So for example, let's say, the buyer's agent, the buyer wants a house, and the buyer's agent says, okay, that house they're looking at is like $650. And he does his research, and he sees it's a true market value. It's about $650. But then he sees that it may need some work, or maybe it's not properly updated. Maybe it's been set in the market for a little bit. If all these he'll take into consideration, so you know what? I believe we can get that house for $625, and we're going to ask for $15,000 credit. That's a concession, and we're asking the seller to take more monies out of his equity, because obviously he's got some equity, and he'll actually be paying those proceeds to the buyer as a credit for whatever reason. Most of the time today, it's because you can actually buy down your interest rate. That's what you can actually do. And so if your interest rate's 7%, if you give enough money, the lender will actually take it and apply it towards an interest rate of rather 7. Maybe you get it for 6. It all depends. They have their own rules, and it's constantly changing. But that's one option. Another option is, for closing costs. Another option is also you can ask for, and we also want, for example, the seller to pay for the home warranty, because you can get a home warranty. It's not like that expensive, like maybe $500-600. Normally the buyer will pay for this normally, but again, everything's negotiable in real estate, and this time we can even throw it back in the seller's lap and say, hey, we want you to pay for that too. Why would a seller go for this? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. So this is the MLS, the multiple listing service. This is what we use, much more powerful than, of course, Zillow and Trulia and all that. But here's what we got going. Now, I live in Vallejo. Of course, you can do this through any city in the Bay Area. No big deal. But what I did here, I want to see what I put in the system. I want to see everything that's active and that's for sale right now. I want to see DE and CO means detached home or single family home and a condo. I mean, I could put mobile home, duets, whatever. But that's pretty much what's commonly being sold today. So that's all I want to see. And when I put that in there, and where's my total count? Here we go. It counts it out, and you can see right now there's only 90 homes for sale in the entire city of Vallejo.
Dude, what the hell?
That is really slim pickings. There's not a whole lot out here, so it's definitely an inventory shortage right now, at least in this city. Okay, so actually, let's take a look and see what's going on. Why is that? This is the reason why. If we do a search, start with the first one here. This is actually a condo. You can see this is condo. I want to explain DOM and CDOM. DOM stands for days on the market, and CDOM stands for cumulative days on the market. So they match. If they always match, it's mostly the case from day one it's been on the market. Sometimes if it's different, it means they took it off the market, they had to wait, they waited less than 30 days and they put it back on the market. In all fairness, they have to show the different numbers. But most of the time, that's always going to be the same. So if we scroll through these, look at this. This is the most important thing. This has been on the market now for 20 days since it was listed. Let's look at the other ones, or at least some of the other ones here. Not all 90, of course. We've got 84 days here on the market. 44 days. Another one is 44 days. 82 days. 110 days. Same complex, actually. What else we got? There's another new listing there. And 19 days, and so on, so on. So the new listings, as you can see, as time goes on, it's tending to sit a little bit longer. Why so long? Well, again, I'm glad you asked, because once again, what's happening is that there aren't as many buyers as there used to be. Why? Because in the past year or so, you notice the interest rates rose. So when this is the way, I've had some prospective buyer saying, well, I'm going to buy a house when interest rates come down and when the prices come down. It doesn't work that way. It's very simple. When interest rates go up, prices come down. That's why some of these homes now, in fact, if we look back, I'm sure you might have seen some price reductions. Let's see if we can see any of those. These match up right here, $399, okay, you can see. And let's go back the other way. This one is about the same still because the new listing. This one, look here, this was $370. Now you knocked off $1,000. $359, that's the same. It's still a new listing, I think. Yeah, that one just came on the market. Look at this one, $350, and now you knocked off $5,000. So the more time goes on, the better the odds of them actually reducing the price. That's only 44 days. Another one here, 44 days. But look at this one, $285. Now they're down to $280. $5,000 to $10,000. It's pretty normal. And this one here, look at $297, and now they knocked it down to $270. So that's what happens is basically when interest rates are high, okay, prices start to come down, especially if the home is just sitting there. When interest rates are low, prices rise. Why? Because now all of a sudden mortgages are affordable. Everybody can afford to pay $1,000 a month. So if the house is $1.2 million, they're gonna grab it because it's doable. So and right now at 7%, even I don't know. Let's just take this house. I can't do the math real quick in my head, but let's say it's $300,000. That's gonna be what a $3,500 mortgage payment compared to if it was at 2%, it'd be a lot less. So that's how it works. So you just can't wait for both to happen. It's not. So pick your poison. Either you buy when home prices are high and interest rates are low.
Check to you, sir.
All in.
Or you buy when interest rates are high and prices are low.
Okay. This is on the table. That's my car. Want to bet?
I'm sorry, Mr. Demetrius.
Either way, I mean, that's your choices you have. So that's why what's happening now. Keep also in mind buyers. There aren't as many buyers as there used to be because of the fact that since there are higher interest rates, a lot of buyers got priced out of the market. There aren't as many buyers as there used to be right now. So that's why if a buyer comes up and they make this offer, to the seller, most likely the seller's going to take us. If he doesn't, guess what? His home will stay on the market even longer, and you'll go around and look at the next house. And even though there aren't a whole lot, this, like I said, slim pickings, you can wait a week or so and see if like you saw, new homes came on the market. So they'll just wait until something comes along their way. And that puts the seller in a bad position. So it's not really a buyer's market. It's starting to level off because deals are still being made, but it's getting there. In fact, if you want to see some of the concessions, this is the best part. Check this out. Let's go ahead and change this real quick. Let's see what's actually sold in Vallejo. Now, yeah, you see like 26,000. Well, we're gonna just like down a few notches. Let's go over to from October the 1st of last year to, let's just say the 7th of this 01/07 2024. Now I put in specific dates. I want to see what's sold in that area. As if you could see, actually 94 now. It went to 94 homes actually sold during that time period. If we do a search and we scroll all the way, you could see this how this works. You could see all the prices, what it actually sold for. LP stands for list price. SP is the sold price, and you can see there's some differences there because especially when sometimes they go up, sometimes most of the time they're coming down, but you might see some that sold for the same price they put it at, some sold for a little more depending on the house, of course. But the most important part is here on the far right, you can see concessions. And look at this one, $12,750 concession, $10,000, $2,500, and zero always means nothing was done. The agents put this in when they closed the deal to tell the public there was a concession done. I guess all legal now. This is pretty new actually. There's no way of knowing what it's for. Sometimes they'll put like credit. I don't know what kind of credit it is. Sometimes they'll say closing costs or something. They're still working on that. But you can see as I scroll down here, look at all these $20,000 concessions. Something that the seller gave back on that one. It doesn't say what it's for. Like I said. And in fact, how many are here? We got 94. You know what? I'm gonna count these. Hold on. Wow. So out of 94. 43 of these actually are concessions. You can see seller credit to buyer, 15,000, 17,500 credit for NRC. I don't know what NR stands. CC, probably some sort of closing cost. So almost half of these are concessions. That means if you were to buy a house right now, you have pretty much a 50-50 chance of getting a concession deal.
Get the out of here! No, I cannot.
So. With that much of a rating of being almost half, this is why I believe it's going to be around for a while. As I don't know, this is an election year. I don't know what that means.
Do you want to go back to them or do you want to stay with Donald Trump?
Trump.
near the end of the year. The Fed said they're not going to raise interest rates anymore. They actually may start to come. They actually came down a little bit, not I think enough to make a dent in anything, but it's going to be hovering around 6 to 7%, I would think. And what does this do in the future? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I have no idea what that means. But I know that as long as these homes are sitting in the market and sellers want to sell, basically that's what's going to happen. Like I said, there are sellers that have to sell.
When it comes to listings, you have to read between the lines. Like, cozy means small, great bones means needs work, and motivated seller means nasty divorce, and every square inch of this place reminds me of his stupid face.
And there are buyers that have to buy.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, it's a really great place. Lovely neighborhood.
I mean, I can see the dog running outside, and my husband's just gonna love this kitchen.
Oh, does he cook a lot?
Oh, I'm not married.
And when you put those two together, you're going to get either a sold home or most likely a home sold with a concession. So I hope you found it informative. If you enjoyed this video, again, subscribe, of course. I got more coming. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to share it if you think someone can use it. Until next time, I'll see you later.